Grand rising. Grand rising it is indeed. Any day that I get to wake up and breathe and live my purpose to make thriving standard. And of course, you gotta love the cold showers. What's up, pirates? Welcome to day 6 of living the captain's lifestyle as I document my journey going through the program. As you can see today, it is raining, but that does not stop us from getting outside first thing in the morning to get the sunrise and to get some movement in. Today I'm going to be doing little legs at, you guessed it, the parking garage. I'm going back. I'm not letting them stop me from doing what I do. So I'm continuing to learn more about this, and yeah, essentially nobody has any jurisdiction over me as a free man. As long as I commit no crime, which for a crime to be committed, there has to be a victim. So if I hurt anybody, if I damage the property, if I even impeding on somebody's freedom is a crime, because you are preventing them from going about their life. So technically, the cops who arrested me, they all committed felonies by one, impeding my freedom, and then also using force of arms because they were armed. So I'm learning more about this. I have a court date for March, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it, because it is a pain in the ass to like learn all this stuff and actually litigate and fight back. But like once I do understand all of these things, then it's a fucking easy win, like no problem. But it's just the pain of like learning it and then actually going through with the process and the whole like doing the thing and the whole fucked up system, and everybody's not going to understand what I'm doing. So you have to understand it very, very clearly and very well, which is what I'm in the very beginning stages of doing. But essentially that's how I'm able to, you know, be 100% comfortable going back up to the parking garage today, because I know that I am free. I know that I'm committing no crime. I know that they can actually not do anything to me. Also, I do want to say that after reviewing the tapes from yesterday, my behavior and my communication could have been significantly better. I could have stayed even more calm. I could have listened even more. I could have articulated my points even better, which is another main reason why I want to learn all this stuff, the ins and outs of laws, so that I can effectively communicate this to other people so they don't think that I'm coming off as combative. I have nothing against these people. I understand that they are acting just out of ignorance to this. So the better that I'm able to understand these things, the better that I'm able to communicate it, and then the better off that everybody is. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. I know that I'm not 100% in the right in that situation. Like, yes, it could have been handled significantly better. Enough of that. Let's go get this leg day.
Follow in my footsteps, I say hello, hello.
Got some action. What's up? Okay. Call him up. Call him up. No, I'm gonna leave when I'm done. Here we go again. It'll be interesting to see what their argument is this time, because what they said was that the 3rd floor is closed off, which is up there, for whatever bullshit reason. So now let's see what they say about me being down here behind the barriers, or in front of, however you want to look at it. Exactly, Michaela. I don't know what the big deal is. People just hating their lives. That's the big deal. 5 rounds, 10 jumping squats, 20 Cossack squats, 30-second wall sit. Let's get it.
Follow in my footsteps, I say hello, hello.
Watching people getting arrested always makes me anxious, and it shouldn't. 10,000% support you. Thank you, Emily. Well, part of the reason why it makes you anxious, I imagine, is because you don't know law and you don't know what it means to be free. This is why I'm completely unbothered by it, because I know that I'm doing no wrong. I am not in the wrong, and therefore I cannot actually be punished for these things, especially if it goes to court. Everything can be corrected in paperwork. So as long as you live your life in accordance with natural law, common law, God's law, it's all the same thing, and you do no harm, as long as you don't hurt anybody else, don't damage anybody's property, don't impede on anybody's freedom, don't lie, cheat, steal, things like that, like do no wrong, as long as you live in truth, in what is right, then you've committed no wrong and therefore cannot be charged with a crime, because a crime requires an injured party, or at least a victim. A crime requires a victim. So once you understand these things, and I've linked a lot of the resources that I learned this stuff from on my last YouTube video, so you can go to the description, watch. I recommend you start with the 3-part natural law seminar by Mark Passio. It's like 10 hours long in total, but it's packed with valuable information. So I recommend you start there and be mindful going into it. It can be completely earth-shattering. So go into it with an open mind. Get a nice little run back to the house. It's still raining here. All right, for breakfast, having raw milkshake with creatine, collagen, and whey protein. Both the collagen and the whey protein are vanilla flavored, and plus raw milk just tastes like creamy vanilla deliciousness on its own. And I'm going to combine that with the rest of the brownie from yesterday. Give this a good shake. Taste test. Creamy. Now for the piece de resistance. Check that out. A nice little treat. Man, it makes sense why people are fat. It does make sense. Food is good. It's because they lack the discipline. They lack the discipline to control themselves. And because they don't have anyone imposing discipline on them, in the military, for example, it is externally imposed discipline. You do this, and then you go do it. In the civilian world, that doesn't really exist. So for people who lack self-discipline and external discipline, they just feed their fat pie hole with whatever the fuck they want, and they get fat. And they don't move their bodies, because that's hard, and they don't want to do anything that's hard. They just want to stay comfortable. But by staying comfortable, that actually makes them uncomfortable. So the people who live the easiest lives actually live the most uncomfortable lives. I gotta get this brownie in now, because next week, starting Monday, we start week 2 of the program. And in week 2 of the program, one of the requirements is to only eat real food. This, although it is gluten-free and sweetened with monk fruit, this does not qualify as real food. So, gotta enjoy this while I can. Man, this combined with the milkshake, so good. So if you want to instill the discipline to incorporate high performance habits consistently in your life, you know, the things that you know that you should be doing but are not doing them consistently, if that's you, I invite you to join the Captain's Lifestyle Program. This is my 90-day lifestyle optimization boot camp that I am currently documenting my experience going through. So each week you have access to a new module where you learn about holistic health, how to free yourself from your own self-limiting beliefs, from the control of your mind, as well as become fulfilled in understanding who you are, the legacy you want to leave, what kind of leader and role model you want to show up as. At the end of the week, we hop on a coaching and accountability call with myself and the other men and women who are going through the program with you. It is a community of like-minded, health-conscious, and goal-oriented individuals, all pursuing thriving in their life. So if you want to instill that discipline in yourself in 2024, I invite you to click the link in the description and join the program and join me for the next 90 days on your journey to making thriving standard in your life.
Shall we have breakfast together?
I cooked these eggs and the leftover fat from my filet mignon yesterday that I had for dinner. Woo-hoo! I just got back from a nice little rainy walk with Zelda. I don't let the rain stop me from getting out and moving my body and getting natural sunlight. And now I'm going to eat a freshly picked orange from off of our tree. These are so good. So I was just talking with the crew. Somebody asked a question on masculine and feminine energy and the polarity between them, and I mentioned that, hello Zelda, and I mentioned that I believe that the fall of society that we are experiencing today, why so many people are suffering and a slave to a corrupt system, is due to weak men. And I don't just mean weak physically, although that's clearly an issue when you look at most men, like the average male physique today, pale, soft, flabby. So that is certainly an issue, but I'm more referring to the mental weakness, the emotional weakness, the spiritual weakness. So not going to go into all of those now on this video, but that will be a topic that I will be discussing in a podcast later. If you're watching this right now, thank you. Thank you for consuming this type of content and not content made by weak men or women who are driven by greed, wanting to gain power, whether that's followers, status, money, simply for your own gain at the expense of other people. That is weakness. So if you're watching my content, thank you for leading by example, for caring about yourself, for caring about others, for doing everything that you can to optimize your health, your fulfillment, your freedom. That is what we're about in the crew. So if you would like a community of us, like-minded, health-oriented, and goal-driven men and women, click the link in the description, join the crew. It's only $1 for your first year. Something I'm really proud of, this community. They inspire me to continue living this lifestyle and making thriving standard. I hope to see you on board. Look at this fresh, organic goodness. Man, oranges from the store don't taste this good. Another way that we can take our power back is by growing our own food, not being reliant on anybody else for our food. So there's ways that anybody can do this. If you don't have land that you can plant an orange tree or raise livestock, you can simply grow your own herbs. You can start understanding fermentation and canning. And if you do have land and space, planting a garden so you can grow your own fruits, vegetables, herbs. Doing stuff like this will not only save you money, but, and this is when, not if, but when the current system collapses, we may experience disruptions in shipping, for example. So if you're relying on your food, all of your food from a grocery store, it's not great. So by growing your own food, that improves your freedom and your survivability. Now, admittedly, I am not great in this area because I travel, so I have been reliant on stores, and I am aware of the fact that I am currently reliant on many systems, many other people. So when I move to Laguna and have my own spot, I will be practicing growing some of my own food. I've got a nice outdoor rooftop deck overlooking the ocean, beautiful spot. I can for sure grow things up there. That was a good orange. All right, now I am going to edit a video for a module in the program. All right, for this focus work session, walk you through my supplement protocol. Of course, I got my UVA light on. Now, actually, I'll also turn on the infrared A. This is Gemba Red overclocked panel. One of the cool features on this is that you can switch it from red and infrared to just infrared. So that's invisible. And so now I'm getting infrared light and UVA light, which more mimics the natural spectrum of sun. We got that. We got the ketones. I'm gonna wash down some Stress Guardian with the ketones. I want to give a shout out to Knickknacks artificial sweetener free nicotine mints. So I'm going to pop a half one of these because these are the 6 milligram one. So this is only 3 milligram. But I like taking nicotine before any sort of focused work because nicotine raises acetylcholine in the brain. So you're able to pay attention better, and there's some other benefits to nicotine as well, which I will list here. And you guys can get a discount on Knickknacks. They come in, I think, 6 different flavors. I like all of them. This one, spearmint, is my personal favorite. So if you use nicotine and you want an artificial sweetener free option, besides those fucking Zyn pouches or the pacifiers, then use code Captain Morgan at knickknack.com.
Really excited. This is people getting some big wins. Sup, Taylor Morgan, fresh out of fucking jail, dude. Let's go, dude. Oh my God, you gangster, bro. That fucking video was like so gangster, man. And just like, hey man, this is gonna be fun, you know?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, Mighty Morphin Sovereign Rangers, we are back for our second hot action call here in the group. Super excited.
All right, just topped off the sovereignty call, which was rad. Got a lot of freedom pirates in there who are taking action, discharging credit, getting free cars. It's incredible. And I'm excited to learn more about this and do it myself and share the process with you guys. But this is something that I'm just now starting to get into. So it's inspiring to see those who are taking action and who have actually done the things, like literally getting credit and debt discharged and getting cars for zero money down, like no payments, like fully owning it. It's wild stuff. So yeah, glad to be a part of that group. And for lunch today, we got some leftover chicken with some fermented ginger and beet, golden beet, topped with some organic tangy barbecue sauce. So I'm gonna dive into this, finish editing the videos, and that'll probably be it for this video. So that's it for a productive day 5. And our call for the program is tomorrow. So you guys still have time to get in. So click the link in the description to join the program. You'll be able to hop on a weekly call with myself and everybody else going through the program together. A community of health-conscious, goal-oriented men and women who are instilling the discipline to maintain these high-performance habits. Hope to see you on board, and until next time, live the Captain's Lifestyle. Peace and love, y'all.